So Diddy is asking a judge to order the prosecutors in his criminal case to turn over all the names.
Shawn "Diddy" Combs' upcoming trial could change everything for the industry. In fact, it's already shaking Hollywood to its very core. The explosive scandal that started as a single case has now snowballed into something much bigger, unearthing dark, sinister secrets that have remained hidden until now. The burning question on everyone's mind is, who's next? And what skeletons are lurking in the closets of these Hollywood elites? In this video, we will reveal the shocking, scandalous list of Hollywood elites involved with Diddy. Stay with us, and let's get started. Diddy's legal battle. When you hear the name Shawn "Diddy" Combs, you might think of his legendary music career, his lavish lifestyle, and his impressive business ventures. However, lately, Diddy has been making headlines for a different reason: his legal troubles. It seems that Puff Daddy is facing some serious karma for his alleged questionable behavior over the years. From accusations of sexual misconduct to organized crime, forced prostitution, and human trafficking, the music mogul is in a huge mess. The trouble started when several women, including a former associate known as Ethiopia, came forward with disturbing allegations against Combs. These claims stretch over 3 decades and include some very serious accusations, including incidents involving a minor. As if that wasn't enough,
get together and all do something. That's exactly what we have to do.
The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York has launched an investigation into the matter, making things even more complicated for Diddy. Also, Ethiopia's affidavit reportedly implicates both Diddy and his son in unlawful activities, further complicating the legal battle. But Diddy's legal team has been quick to dismiss these allegations as a witch hunt and point out inconsistencies in the plaintiff's statements. However, the mounting testimonies and evidence against him have kept the case in the public eye. It's a tough spot for someone who has been a household name in the music industry for so long. Diddy's business empire and public image are on the line, and it's unclear how this legal saga will play out. One thing is for sure: this is one battle that Diddy can't simply rap his way out of. But it's not just Diddy who's feeling the heat. With his businesses and partnerships on the line, many in the industry are freaking out, afraid of being exposed or linked to Diddy in any way. But let's be real, how far can they really run? The truth is, if Diddy takes the stand, his defense lawyer has made it clear that Diddy is eager to tell his side of the story in court, and we all know how messy that can get. With the media circus surrounding the trial, there's already speculation that this could drag other influential figures into the spotlight. Some even claim that this case goes beyond just celebrities and involves entities like hotels and banks who might have known what was going on. On the other hand, Diddy's team is not taking this lying down. They plan to challenge every piece of evidence brought forward, questioning its credibility and the motives behind its presentation. They're painting Diddy as someone who may have lived a controversial lifestyle, but insisting that no criminal activity took place. It's all about separating his image from past notorious figures, and suggesting that, while his actions might be morally questionable, they do not amount to federal crimes. But seriously, how did the guy who changed the game in music and fashion end up in this mess? What's really at stake here, and who else is he going to drag down with him? Guilty or not guilty? Attorney Tony Busby is not holding back as he made it clear that he's on a mission to expose the enablers who turned a blind eye to Diddy's alleged misconduct behind closed doors. But that's not all. Busby also has his sights set on the bystanders and willing participants who supposedly encouraged Diddy to continue down this disgraceful path. He's practically daring them to come forward before he drags them through the mud in court. In fact, Busby went as far as to suggest that there are plenty of people out there who are feeling the heat right now. He warned the yet-to-be-identified perpetrators that their skeletons in the closet won't stay hidden forever. It's like he's saying, "We see you and we're coming for you." But here's where it gets even crazier. Apparently, some celebs are so spooked that they're wiping their digital footprint clean. We're talking about deleting chats, pictures, and even taking down their entire social media accounts. It's like a digital ghost town out there. And it's all because no one wants to get caught up in this mess. The plot thickens even further with photos from Diddy's yacht party featuring Cuba Gooding Jr. making the rounds. Legal analysts are suggesting that these appearances could open the floodgates to more questions about other celebrities' involvement. It's like a real-life game of spot the celebrity with some serious legal implications. And it's not just the alleged perpetrators who are feeling the heat. There are reports that Diddy's yacht party with Cuba Gooding Jr. is coming back to haunt him. Legal experts are saying that these appearances, especially when documented and shared in lawsuits, could drag other celebs into the spotlight. As more evidence comes out from these fancy gatherings, it's looking like Diddy's trial could turn into a celebrity circus. Meanwhile, other celebrities connected to Diddy are doing everything they can to distance themselves from the drama. But can you blame them? It's like everyone's trying to cover their tracks and stay as far away from this scandal as possible. Recently, photos of Diddy were taken down from Mel's Drive-In, a historic Hollywood diner. The diner explained that they had ongoing concerns about Diddy's reputation and couldn't ignore the public backlash any longer. This shift reflects a larger trend in Hollywood, where those who were once associated with Diddy are now eager to steer clear of any connection. Now let's start with celebrities who have unfollowed Diddy during this tumultuous time. It's no secret that Instagram has been Diddy's go-to platform for sharing updates in the wake of the lawsuit that was filed against him last year. In a bold move, he broke his silence with an IG post.
You know how to do it, and so that's what I'm on all the time.
Whatever happened to Shawn John?
Vehemently maintaining his innocence and accusing his accusers of simply seeking a payday. He even posted an apology video in response to the disturbing hotel assault video, claiming to be disgusted then and disgusted now. Despite having over 19,900,000 followers, which includes the likes of Drake, Kevin Hart, Joe Budden, and more, there are a few notable names who have chosen to hit the unfollow button. Sports superstars, such as LeBron James, Patrick Mahomes, and Steph Curry, have publicly distanced themselves from the mogul, as well as longtime associates like Kim Kardashian and his most recent romantic partner, Young Miami. But what does this really mean? Are they trying to hide something? Or are they simply trying to avoid the spotlight? After all, when trouble brews, it's best to make a swift exit to avoid being wrongly implicated in something you had no part in. Back to the list of potential celebrities involved in the Diddy scandal. The truth is, almost every celebrity you can think of is a suspect. From musicians to actors, from sports figures to reality stars, it seems like Diddy had a finger in every pie. He had connections with so many people in the industry, taking pictures with them at various events, and even hosting some at his house. So before we start pointing fingers, we might want to tread carefully. It's no secret that Diddy had some serious connections in the celebrity world, especially with top musicians and actors. The A-listers under the microscope right now include Jay-Z, Beyonce, Kanye West, Rihanna, Drake, and Mary J. Blige. And let's not forget about Russell Brand, Chris Brown, Lil' Kim, Nicole Richie, and Tommy Lee. On the acting front, he's been spotted with Leonardo DiCaprio, Will Smith, Jamie Foxx, Cuba Gooding Jr., and even Kevin Hart at swanky parties and red carpet events. With so many big names in the mix, it's hard to say who might be involved and who's in the clear. But one thing's for sure, this case is definitely keeping everyone on their toes. Another thing everyone's been talking about is Diddy's star-studded white parties. They've been the stomping ground for everyone from reality stars like Kim Kardashian to fashion icons like Naomi Campbell. And it's not just the entertainment industry that's been drawn to these events. Political figures like Al Sharpton have also made appearances, showing just how far-reaching Diddy's influence really is. And then, there are the A-listers who have graced his parties. We're talking about the likes of LeBron James and Floyd Mayweather, who have been regulars at these shindigs. It's clear that Diddy's circle extends far beyond just the world of music and film. But here's where things get interesting. Recent legal filings suggest that some of Diddy's inner circle may have been privy to or even involved in some less-than-legal activities at these gatherings. Could this legal drama be the unraveling of the carefully crafted facade of glitz and glamour that Diddy has built over the years? It's no secret that Diddy has been a mentor and collaborator to numerous artists in the industry. His influence runs deep, and his network of powerful friends and collaborators is nothing short of impressive. But as the legal spotlight intensifies, some of these relationships are coming under scrutiny. Could it be that some of these high-profile connections were more than just casual acquaintances? As the investigation unfolds, the pressure on those associated with Diddy will likely mount. the entertainment industry thrives on reputation. And with many trying to salvage their public images, we could see more celebrities making bold moves to dissociate themselves. Legal repercussions could be severe, and alliances that once seemed unbreakable may fracture under scrutiny. This situation serves as a reminder that in Hollywood, the glitz and glamour often mask a much darker underbelly, where secrets can surface at any moment and reputations can hang by a thread. The question on everyone's mind now is, what kind of relationships did these celebrities really share with Diddy? Were they just there for the parties and the photo ops? Or were they more deeply involved in his world than we realized? It's time to find out. And guess who's first on the list? A Jay-Z. So there's been a lot of talk about Jay-Z lately. Rumors are flying that he might have some secrets to spill, and everyone's wondering what's going to happen next. The big question on everyone's mind is whether this could be the moment that seals Diddy's fate. But what's the deal with these two? Well, Jay-Z and Diddy have been tight for a long time. They've worked together on a bunch of projects and have been friends for decades. Jay-Z even appeared on Diddy's debut album, No Way Out, back in 1997. And they've been seen together at all kinds of events, like the pre-Grammy Awards Gala in 2020, and the ceremony to honor DJ Khaled on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2020. But things got really complicated when an old video started making the rounds on social media. In the video, Diddy seems to playfully slap Jay-Z's butt while they're on stage together.
Like a peacock, like spreading his wings, like, we made it, like.
It's got people talking, especially since Diddy is facing some serious legal trouble right now. But do you know what's bothering most people? The fact that Jay-Z has been pretty quiet about the whole thing. This hasn't gone unnoticed by Diddy's longtime rival, 50 Cent, who's been taking shots at both Diddy and Jay-Z on Instagram. In fact, 50 Cent posted a picture of Jay-Z's face on a milk carton with the word "missing" next to it, along with a caption poking fun at Jay-Z for laying low while Diddy deals with his legal issues. It's all adding up to a pretty tense situation between these three heavyweights of the music industry. With rumors swirling and tensions running high, it's anyone's guess how this whole thing is going to play out. But one thing's for sure, when it comes to Jay-Z, Diddy, and 50 Cent, drama always seems to follow them wherever they go, and this time is no exception. The online world is a breeding ground for outlandish theories and wild speculation, and poor Jay-Z seems to be caught in the eye of the storm. It's pretty wild, to say the least. People are going crazy with all sorts of theories and allegations that just won't seem to go away. One of the most preposterous theories making the rounds is the claim that Jay-Z is somehow linked to the untimely deaths of music legends like Aaliyah, Left Eye, and even Michael Jackson. We know it sounds absolutely ridiculous, but some people actually believe it. Some conspiracy theorists are also convinced that the entertainer, along with Diddy, played a role in the demise of Tupac. The reason? Well, some people think that these celebrities were eliminated because they didn't want to play by the rules of the so-called secret elite duo made up of Diddy and Jay-Z. It's like the internet has decided that when it comes to Jay-Z, no scandal is too outrageous to consider. And guess who else got dragged into these wild conspiracies? Beyonce. It's just the nature of the internet. Anyone can say anything and it spreads like wildfire. So, some are of the opinion that until there's some actual evidence to back up these wild claims, it's safe to say that we should take it all with a huge grain of salt. But what do you think? Beyonce. Beyonce's connection with Combs has caused a lot of buzz on social media, even though they haven't interacted much in public over the last 20 years. They collaborated on the song Summertime back in 2003 for the movie The Fighting Temptations, where Beyonce was starring. Despite their rare public interactions, rumors about Beyonce's supposed involvement in Combs' allegations have spread like wildfire on social media.
Texas plays a pivotal role to change the course of our future.
Rapper DaBaby mentioned meeting Beyonce and Jay-Z at a party hosted by Combs, adding fuel to the speculation. Conspiracy theories have even made their way into the comments section of Beyonce's Instagram posts, with some getting tens of thousands of likes. One particularly eyebrow-raising theory suggests that these public thank you are actually coded messages. serving as subtle nods to Jay-Z's behind-the-scenes influence over the entertainment industry. According to this line of thought, celebrities are compelled to express gratitude to Beyonce as a way of signaling their allegiance to Jay-Z, thus ensuring their continued success in the cutthroat world of show business. Another comment by JoJo Siwa at the Industry Dance Awards added more fuel to the fire, as she publicly thanked Beyonce in a move that some have interpreted as an attempt to curry favor and ensure her place in the dancing community. The flood of conspiracy theories and references to combs on Beyoncé's Instagram posts has only served to amplify the speculation surrounding their relationship. Some have even gone so far as to suggest that these comments are part of a larger game of survival in the entertainment industry, where public displays of gratitude come at the price of staying in the good graces of those who truly hold the power. You know how Beyonce likes to send those fancy flower arrangements to her celebrity pals? It's always been seen as a sweet gesture, right? Well, not according to some conspiracy theorists. Apparently, in the deep, dark corners of the internet, people are saying that these flowers are actually not so friendly after all. They're suggesting that these bouquets are more like veiled threats. The word on the web is that when Beyonce sends these flowers, especially to those connected to Diddy's inner circle, it's like a subtle way of saying, "Hey, I've got my eye on you. Keep quiet about anything you might know about Diddy's supposed wrongdoings." Creepy, right? Now you're probably wondering how Beyonce and Jay-Z are handling all this drama. Well, it turns out they've brought in the big guns. Their lawyer, Alex Spiro. He's on a mission to shut down all the rumors and gossip that are swirling around them. But here's where things get even more interesting. It seems like Spiro is taking his job a little too seriously. Instead of just setting the record straight, he's been going around and making threats to people. Yes, threats. Now, instead of clearing up the mess, he's actually stirring the pot even more. So, who exactly has Spiro been targeting with his strong-arm tactics? And what did they do to get on his bad side? Legal ultimatum. You know Piers, the British journalist and TV presenter who always seems to stir up controversy with his strong opinions. Well, this time he's landed himself in trouble with none other than Jay-Z. It all started with an interview Piers did with Jaguar Wright, where she made some pretty explosive allegations against Jay-Z and his wife. According to Wright, there are 3 people willing to testify about what they claim Jay-Z and his wife have done to them. This has led to some serious speculation about Jay-Z's involvement in some shady business.
I'm not actively making music or making an album or have plans to make an album.
In response, Jay-Z has decided to keep quiet and let his lawyer, Alex Spiro, handle the fallout. Spiro wasted no time in issuing a legal ultimatum to Piers, which prompted the talk show host to make the unusual move of editing the interview with Wright. It was definitely a sticky situation for Piers, and it seems like Jay-Z is not messing around when it comes to protecting his reputation. Apparently, Jordan Siev, who happens to be one of Jay-Z's lawyers, is not too happy with Piers Morgan. Siev called out Morgan's show, accusing it of being irresponsible and full of lies. Ouch. Siev even went as far as to say that Morgan should face some serious legal consequences for his actions. But the drama didn't end there. You see, Piers Morgan actually had to swallow his pride and apologize on his YouTube show. He had to say sorry for some comments made by singer-songwriter Jaguar Wright. He admitted that they had to edit the interview because, you know, there are legal limits to what they can say. But at least he said sorry to Jay-Z and Beyonce. Morgan referred to Wright as Diddy's whistleblower, and her statements caused quite a stir, especially for Jay-Z's legal team. They're not taking this lightly. By giving Morgan an ultimatum, they're basically saying, "Hey, enough is enough. You can't just go around causing harm with your broadcasts." Now let's talk about Jaguar Wright for a sec. She's got a massive following on Instagram and TikTok, and she's been using her platform to make some pretty bold accusations about the music industry. And you know what? People are eating it up. But the big question is there any truth to what she's saying, or is it all just a bunch of drama? But before you answer this, do you think Piers Morgan crossed the line? And what about Jaguar Wright? Do you think she's onto something? Wright never holds back when it comes to discussing the alleged silence of Jay-Z in the face of charges against Diddy. She didn't mince her words, accusing Jay-Z and his Beyonce of orchestrating a disappearing act while others are left to deal with the fallout. Wright straight up called the both of them monsters. And let's just say, it's caused quite the stir. Now, you might be wondering why Jay-Z has been keeping quiet about the whole situation with Diddy. Well, according to Wright, Jay-Z has been pulling some shady moves behind the scenes, making everyone else deal with the fallout while he slips away without a peep. Morgan, on the other hand, was quick to point out that Jay-Z was not present to defend himself during the interview. It's a classic case of he said, she said, with no clear resolution in sight. Now, despite Morgan apologizing and pulling the interview, word on the street is that Beyonce is still feeling some type of way about the whole situation. In fact, there are even rumors swirling that she's ready to cut ties with Diddy for good, even if it means calling it quits on their marriage. Yikes. This has definitely put Jay-Z in a tough spot, and it seems like he's seriously considering testifying against Diddy to put an end to all this drama once and for all. As the dust settles, all eyes are on those on the edge of this legal chaos, and we all can't wait to see who will be next to feel the heat. Usher. Back in 1994, young Usher found himself in the company of none other than the legendary producer, Louisiana Reed. But he had no idea that this encounter would lead him to the doorstep of Shawn Combs, also known as Diddy. Usher, at the tender age of 15, was sent to live with Combs in his home in Scarsdale, New York, while he worked on his debut album. And let's just say, the experience was anything but ordinary. In an interview, Usher revealed that his time with Combs introduced him to a totally different set of shenanigans. It seems that Combs' New York home was a hotbed of activity, with Usher recalling, "There was always girls around. You'd open a door and see somebody doing it, or several people in a room having an orgy. Quite the eye-opener for a young artist, wouldn't you say?" Despite the eyebrow-raising escapades, Usher has remained tight-lipped about his relationship with Combs over the years. It's as if he's holding on to some juicy secrets, leaving us all wondering what really went down during his time under Combs' roof. Fast forward to more recent events, and there's been some speculation surrounding Usher's social media activity. After Diddy's legal troubles made headlines, all of Usher's posts on X suddenly disappeared, leading to rumors that it might be connected to Combs.
I'm around grown women, and I'm seeing them do things, and
Could this be a case of Usher hiding something explosive? In response to the disappearing posts, Usher claimed that his account was hacked, but not everyone bought that explanation. Adding to the suspicion, Usher has yet to comment on Combs' arrest and the allegations against him. What could this silence from Usher mean? It's all fueling speculation and leaving fans wondering what's really going on behind the scenes. Celebs making moves. When it comes to the drama surrounding Diddy, it seems like everyone has something to say or do. While some are choosing to distance themselves from the music mogul, others are standing by his side. Let's take a look at the latest celebrity antics in the midst of this scandal. Floyd Mayweather, known for his quick punches in the ring, delivered a surprising blow of support for Diddy on the Pivot podcast. Despite the accusations against Diddy, Mayweather refused to join the online bash fest, stating, "Mistakes happen, and I can't say if it is or if it's not a mistake, but things happen in life. And P. Diddy business is P. Diddy business."
Yeah, I definitely think that I definitely entered a time where I'm a big dreamer.
Quite the diplomatic response from the retired boxer. However, it seems Mayweather's support has wavered as he's now hit the unfollow button on Diddy's social media accounts. Looks like even the champ can't dodge the drama forever. Next up is none other than Kim Kardashian, who also decided to hit the unfollow button on Diddy's Instagram. The timing of her social media snub is raising some well-groomed eyebrows, as it coincided with a certain raid on Diddy's properties. Coincidence? We think not. And let's not forget about young Miami, who's been romantically linked to Diddy since 2022. Despite the swirling allegations, she's been withholding comments on the matter, and she also unfollowed him on Instagram. Perhaps she's taking a page from Mayweather's book and choosing to stay out of the ring. It seems like everyone's got their own strategy when it comes to navigating this Diddy debacle. Whether it's unfollowing on social media or staying tight-lipped, these celebs are making their moves known. But there's been some serious accusations against a well-known celebrity. Chris Brown. The globally renowned American singer has been accused of having a non-consensual act with a woman on Shawn Diddy Combs' yacht.
My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I was disgusted then when I did it, I'm disgusted now.
But what are the details behind these scandalous claims? According to the documentary, a woman known as Jane Doe received a call on December 30, 2020, from an acquaintance inviting her to Shawn Diddy Combs' yacht. Upon arrival, she met Brown and naively believed he could offer her some helpful advice. However, this simple story turned out to be a nightmare when she revealed that she consumed a drink offered by Brown and began to lose consciousness. Doe alleged that Brown took advantage of her vulnerable state and subjected her to a horrific ordeal in a bedroom on the yacht. Naturally, Chris Brown's legal team vehemently denied these damning allegations. But apart from Jane Doe, the new documentary titled Chris Brown: A History of Violence also features accounts from numerous other women who claim to have suffered abuse at the hands of the R&B singer. It's a messy situation, as some are left wondering how all these allegations tie into Diddy's case. Speaking of Diddy's case, what's the latest development? Diddy's legal battle. Diddy's defense team has been working hard to settle lawsuits without making a big fuss. Rumor has it that a few months back, Diddy shelled out $30 million to a former associate who was threatening to spill the beans on his bad behavior in a tell-all book. They apparently bought the rights to the book for $30 million to keep it from seeing the light of day. But even after the settlement, news of the lawsuit got out, and more people started coming forward with their own complaints, saying they were also victims and deserved some compensation. But Diddy's legal team are singing a different tune, insisting that they are determined to prove that a black man can win in federal court without caving in to pressure for a plea bargain.
You know, I mean, I respect that. I don't never hit him with no, nothing. I don't even think of no other man.
And you might be wondering, why not just take a deal and be done with it? Well, his lawyers argue that accepting a deal would only reinforce the stereotype that minorities can't get fair treatment in the justice system. Their game plan? To put Diddy's commitment to clearing his name on full display, even if it means airing out some uncomfortable details about his business dealings and personal life. They're also poking holes in the evidence presented by the prosecutors. But some people think this whole thing is a dead end for Diddy, like he won't be able to get out of it this time. Criminal defense lawyer John DeGasperis is comparing Diddy's situation to other big scandals and basically saying, Diddy's done. He is screwed. He's toast. One of his reasons is that it's going to be super hard to find an impartial jury, especially since prosecutors love using high-profile cases like this to boost their own rep. But who knows what's really going to happen? Will Diddy spill the beans and end all this drama? Or will he drag his famous friends into it to save himself? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to our channel. For a more thrilling story, click now on the next video that pops up on your screen.